After more than 20 years of living in Croatia, one of the things I've started to do in recent years is to spend my summers in continental Croatia. Everybody knows about the Croatian coast and the islands and how beautiful they are, but they're also very, very busy. And if you come to continental Croatia in the summer, you'll find not only much less crowds, but you'll find some very, very interesting traditions, exhibitions, festivals, and genuinely interesting people to meet. This weekend, it's the middle of August, I've come to Slavonski Brod, which is the 7th largest town in Croatia, I think. And it's on the Sava River. Over here is Bosnia and Herzegovina. And I'm in a really unusual place. It's the only official river street in the whole of Croatia and probably the wider region. It's called Splavska. Splav means raft. And we have here 108 different rafts which are connected. A lot of them have their own steps coming down. And as you can see here, as we arrived earlier today, we're walking down not knowing what to expect. And this is just how amazing Croatian hospitality is. I came here to meet the head of the local association to learn about the story. We had a smell of a grill coming down the steps. And as we came down the steps, there was a welcoming committee. And just look at this grill we had and all this prosciutto and kulen and everything else prepared. And what an incredibly tranquil place. Going by, we have the local canoeing club going up and down. And lunch was fantastic. It was very genuine, it was very simple, just very, very lovely people. And then off we go on a little boat trip, and we get a tour of this incredible street of 108 houses. They all have their own postal address, so the postman delivers to everything. And it's about a 300-400 metre walk into the centre of town, and an incredibly peaceful place. So we went right to the end of the street, and we came to Poloj, which is the famous beach here. And so we've been in Slavonski Brod for 2-3 hours. I feel completely chilled. There's a word in Dalmatia called fjaka, and this is translated into English as the art of doing nothing. And this is where you really have to work hard just to relax. And it's a very, very famous thing. And I think here I've discovered Slavonska fjaka, the Slavonian fjaka, because as soon as you come into the street, all the houses here, there are people grilling, fishing, swimming, just chilling. And Slavonski Brod, a fantastic first start to what looks to be a great weekend. The most impressive building in Slavonski Brod is without doubt the historic fortress, which is in the centre of town, close to the banks of the Sava. And it's a really serene place. If you come during the day, you'll find it completely empty, and I just find it one of the most beautiful places in Croatia, to be honest with you. And then what's nice is it's slowly being restored. It's an exceptional place for events. So we have this wine festival tonight. We have all the catacombs behind that are going to be filled with wine stands and so on. Looking forward to that. But also there was a really, really good addition to tourism in Slavonski Brod last year when they opened House of Tambura, the Kuća Tambure, Slavonian musical fairy tale. And this is part of the fortress has been given over to the history of the tambura, the most well-known and famous Slavonian instrument, which actually has gone all around the world. You can see on this map the impact of the tamburashi globally. And there's just a really, really nice story, very, very interactive. A really nice place to come, get out of the heat, spend sort of half an hour to an hour here looking around, and they've really, really done it nicely to preserve the tradition of the tambura. And this, if you come to Slavonia, you won't be here too long before you start hearing this excellent music. Looking for an award-winning sandy beach in Croatia. A lot of people go to the coast, and understandably so. Here in Slavonski Brod, we're at the Poloj, which is the pride and joy of the local people here. This is a sandy beach which was once named as the European River Beach of the Year. And we're here today. It's very, very quiet because there's a triathlon going on nearby and the road's been closed. So for the next few hours at least, we have absolute tranquility. It's normally much, much busier, and what a treasure it is. You have the beach, obviously, which is very wide. You have wonderful trees here with lots and lots of shade, some great cocktail bars. We're at a place called Sidro, which means anchor. Cocktails starting at €8 a cocktail, which compared to what you get on the coast is quite a saving. But what I really like about this, I've got 2 kids, but as a former young parent, is it is just such a chilled place. And you can see over here there are lots and lots of toys and things for the kids to play with. There's space, there's a football pitch over here, there's a sandy badminton court there. And it's the sort of place that parents can actually just relax and have a drink and just chill. It's shady, and then you've got the beach just there. As a parent, give me this or give me the coast, forget the prices. Just the actual chill factor and the shade and the attention to detail for the kids. I think it's a fantastic thing. And Slavonski Brod, you know, it doesn't get a lot of press for being a place as a tourist destination. But you know, we've been out with the guys on the river boat yesterday. We're here now in Polo looking at this. We're about to go and look at the swimming pool. They've got amazing open air swimming pool facilities. And if you can't afford to go to the coast, somewhere like Slavonski Brod will have all the facilities you're looking for at a much cheaper price and super chilled. And the big news so far is I've been here 24 hours and I've yet to see a mosquito, which surprised me. Last night we were out and it was really pleasant on Coro, the main drag there, and it's just got a very chilled vibe. It's late summer and it's really a fantastic experience so far. When I asked on Facebook for suggestions at what to go and see and do in Slavonski Brod, I was overwhelmingly told the place I had to go to was Kucha Piva, or House of Beer, which is an excellent establishment in the centre of town. It has a really nice traditional old interior, which is decorated with no less than 1,500 different types of beer bottles on the walls from all around the world. And then you can either eat there, and they have more of a fast food menu there, or you can actually go and have a proper menu down in the beer garden around the corner, where they serve a range of 90 different bottles from different parts around the world. It was a really nice spot, actually. I have to say, very chilled place to be. After going to Poloi and looking at the beach, we then went to another water attraction in Slavonski Brod, which is immensely popular and has been expanded with new attractions this season. And this is the outdoor swimming facility in the town, which has got a small little water park and jacuzzis and stuff. And that's next to the indoor pool as well. So swimming is a sort of big tradition here in Slavonski Brod. And I have to say, for a family, for parents looking to chill out, great for the kids to play there. There's a very relaxing bar. A beer was €2.80. I compare that to the prices on the coast. And so you have this sort of the beach, then you have the swimming facilities, and honestly, I think for a sort of family 2, 3, 4 days away, Slavonski Brod has a lot to offer really. And it was really nice to see everyone relaxing. And earlier in the day, it was used for sporting activities because there was a big triathlon taking place in the town as well. So the pool was used for that. So very good for sporting facilities, very good for sort of family entertainment, and a really interesting addition to the Slavonski Brod tourism offer. About last night, I was going to do a piece to camera last night at the wine festival, but things got a little bit out of hand, and I think it was probably better to wait until this morning. There are two big pillars of Croatian tourism, wine and heritage, and when those two combine and come together, then it can be absolutely magnificent. And last night was the second Slavonian wine festival in the fortress, where I think they had 21 different producers from all over the eastern Croatia, including some giants such as Iločki Podrumi, which was the wine that was served to the Queen at the coronation in 1953. Two very small producers. One of my favourites is a guy called Markota in Pleternic. I really like his rosé and his reds, so he was there as well. And the discovery of the night was the Graševina from Perak in Kutivo. Absolutely delicious. So it was all beautifully presented in all these catacombs within the fortress. And there was great live music. There was just so many people just having fun. They kept the prices down. Like a glass of wine was €2, so you got your little bonds, your little tickets for that. I think the number I heard was about 3,000 people turned up, and it was just a magnificent evening. The only problem I had with last night, and I have this all the time when I come to Slavonia, is how to leave. And so at 1 o'clock in the morning, I was trying to leave, and I actually posted on Facebook and I said, can somebody tell me what is the etiquette for trying to leave a Slavonian wine festival early at 1 o'clock in the morning? And I posted again at 3 o'clock saying, can anybody tell me what the etiquette is for leaving a Slavonian wine tasting at 3 o'clock in the morning? Because the hospitality here is great and just people want to talk, and it was just one of those magical evenings in an incredible setting. And congratulations to the organisers, the tourist board and the winemakers. And Slavonski Brod doesn't have the best reputation in terms as a wine producing region these days, but I think the fortress could and should be a focal point for really developing wine tourism in Slavonia, and I think it's an outstanding location to promote Slavonian wines in general. So 10 out of 10 Slavonski Brod. Thank you very much indeed. It was an epic weekend, and now if you'll please let me go home to die with dignity in my bed in Zagreb, I'd be very appreciative. Thank you. The place to be and to be seen is the central pedestrian zone called Coro, which is a magnificent cafe-lined pedestrian zone in the centre of town. And we are staying on Coro. We had a fantastic apartment called Apartment Loft 72. It's right directly opposite the house where Ivana Brlić lived. And what a fantastic way to start the day, opening up, looking over the Sava and also down towards Coro. And included in that was breakfast. We were at this place called My Way, which became like almost a second home really. They have excellent breakfast, really, really nice, great service. But also in the evening they had some really, really good live entertainment, and so it was definitely a really, really good vibe here. And you know, in the centre of Coro you have the statue to Ivana Brlić. She was born in Ogulin. She's known as the Hans Christian Andersen of Croatia for her children's tales, fairy tales and so on. And if you look inside her house, it's been kept pretty much as it was, and it's an outstanding museum these days. And also you see here on the floor, you see these plaques to the Croatian Hall of Fame, to various sporting heroes who were born in or around Slavonski Brod, including Mario Mandzukic, who scored a bit of a lucky goal in 2018 against the better team England in the semi. Only joking. So here we are. It's been 48 hours in Slavonski Brod. Up until last year, the only thing I ever heard about Slavonski Brod was how bad the quality of the air was, and trust me, the air here is just as good as it is in Zagreb and other places. Maybe not as good as far, but absolutely no problem, whatever. And because of that, I think a lot of other people stayed away from Slavonski Brod because it just had that reputation of being the air's dirty. This is a fantastic destination. I've been living in Croatia for 23 years, and honestly, I can say that this weekend is among the top 10 weekends I've had in this country over the last 23 years. The hospitality has been insane. The things to do and see have been incredible. I came with, I guess, fairly low expectations. I'm leaving now wondering how many people I can convince when I come to Zagreb that this is a perfect weekend destination in the summer. Everybody goes to the coast, but if you come in, but the coast is expensive now, and if you're in Zagreb with a young family, I can't think of a better place to come for an affordable holiday. You've got the fantastic outdoor swimming pool and water parks. You've got the Poloj, the sandy beach, with those excellent shaded cocktail bars with lots of space for the kids to play. You have just this very safe pedestrian area in Coro in the centre. Lots of activities. There's various different family farms to go to and explore. And really, I'm actually just a bit disappointed in myself. I've not been to Brod before. I feel a little bit angry on behalf of the people here that this is the message that's going out, is because this place is fantastic. It really, really is. And it's 2 hours from Zagreb. And to come away for a weekend, absolutely sensational. So to the people of Brod, I want to say a huge thank you, because you really, really have opened your heart to us. We've had a really, really fantastic weekend, and top recommendation. Come and check out Slavonski Brod. It's a lot more than you think it is, and then a bit more again.